Hey everybody, Stephen Garofalo here. Listen, as we get up this morning, we're just still pondering the loss of Charlie Kirk. Huge loss. Be in prayer for his wife and his children deeply. Also, though, today I want to speak to you about fear not, because this is not a time for us to fear, not a time for us to be paralyzed. Uh, Listen, all of us are servants. God knows the time we were born. God knew the time we would leave. It's not like this is a surprise to him. It is a surprise to his. I feel horrible for his wife and his children. I know what it's like to wake up and your dad not to be there one day at a younger age. Happened to me not by that way, but through a heart attack. And I tell you, my heart it just sinks for them, even more so than anything else. But besides the point, I want to communicate today. Listen, simple message: fear not. It's not time to be in fear. It's not time to be paralyzed. Not time to give up. Listen, here's the bottom line. The battle, to the surprise of some, if not many, or I'd say even most, is not fought in politics. It's just a playground for man's sinful scrapping, illegitimate wealth, for influence, affluence, and for some, for statesmen, godly leadership to lead a country according to God's ways. And those are the people I think Charlie stood up for sure. But with the passing of Charlie Kirk, let's remember one important thing above all other things, and that this battle that you and I are in, we've been equipped to win it. And this battle is a spiritual one. Remember, the weapons we fight with are not the weapons of this world. On the contrary, really, they have divine power to demolish strongholds. We're talking about spiritual strongholds. We're talking about not only spiritual strongholds, but also strongholds that are physically played out here on earth. So please, again, pray for his wife and his children. He was taken prematurely, and let's not let it slow us down and paralyze us. First and foremost, let's just keep in mind this is a spiritual battle, as we see Bradley armored vehicles pulling into Chicago. you know At the end of the deal, this is an international issue, and it's being played out. When you see fighting, you know that goodness is pushing against fighting. So you can't just say, "Oh, this is the end of the world." Maybe Jesus is coming back today or tomorrow. Maybe he's not. He's just there's times. Listen, just because it's times of trials doesn't mean it's time of the end times. So Isaiah 41:10 says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Do not dismay, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you, I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." That's the truth. Joshua 1:9 says, "I have not have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous, do not be frightened and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." Okay? It means when you walk out the door, wherever you go. Lastly, 2 Timothy tells us, "For God gave us a spirit, not of fear, but of power and love and what? Self-control." Part of that self-control is our emotions. Let's make sure we're not posting crazy stuff on social media. Okay to make arguments, but this is a time to let cooler heads prevail. Be in prayer. Listen, at the end of the day, God is in control, and he's leading our government, and we've got very good people that are in places of influence that God has raised up. So let's just trust that he's going to move. Let's do our part by being in prayer, sharing the love of Christ with others. Listen, here's the bottom line. We can pass all the laws we want. We can change all the things we want. And these are good things, by the way. I'm not saying just crawl in your home. I do believe Christians need to be involved with politics. But at the end of the day, we do need to understand that this, if we change the hearts of people, we're not going to have to worry about arresting them. They're going to do the right thing. They're not going to want to break the law. They're not going to want to cheat. And they are going to uphold the law. And that's true for our government. So let's be in prayer for our president and vice president and all this, the entire government, both sides of the aisle. And those that would seek to be lost and do harm to others would stop. And that we would gain peace again. But in between there, I think we can expect a little bit more on the activity side in terms of the disturbing news we're seeing on the media. So let's just be in prayer, but let's also be smart, stay safe, and remember God is with us. The battle is ours, and it's in God's hands, and he's the power, he's the power. He's the strength, and the war is for him. He's won it. So let's just play it out. Love you guys. We'll talk soon.